Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And the keeper has it. Amrabat. Unahi. Amrabat. He is onto it in a flash. Rodrigo. Great defending, strong and determined. Amrabat. Unahi. And it's Hakimi. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Hakimi with the short one. And it's hoisted clear. Brahim Diaz. Oh, smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Moved on forwards. Danilo. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Rafinha! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo. Oh, such a clever touch. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is just caressing the ball. And it's played forward. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rafinha. Alexandro. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. Rafinha ploughing through the middle. Opens up big! He's done very well to get to that.
Vinicius Junior is offering a wry smile there.
Gabriel shifted upfield. Alexandro. Rafinha. Oh, this is a good... Vinicius Junior! Made its way to him. Rafinha! He's heaved it away. Cross from... It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Vinicius Junior really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Rafinha really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Amrabat. Rodrigo. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha applies the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bruno gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Hakimi. And here's En-Nesyri. That is good strength. Alexandro. Marquinhos. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Up he goes! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Hakimi. Ball is over the line. Alexandro. Brazil are already ahead, the perfect start.
It's been a super start. They've made their intentions clear and they've backed them up.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hakimi. Brazil leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rafinha. Alexandro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Brahim Diaz. Aim forwards. And it's Hakimi. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. In the series cross. Gabriel has gone direct here. Vinicius Junior calmly anticipates. Brahim Diaz. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played towards the other side. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Alexandro. That's good play. Tries a shot! And he's there to clear it. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, what a ball! Brahim Diaz. And it's Hakimi. Brahim Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Can he deliver? It's a threat. Can he finish? Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's well done, really robust. Alexandro. Rodrigo. Danilo. Rodrigo. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's En-Nesyri, and it's Diaz. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel gently done. Danilo. Rodrigo. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. Danilo could try cutting inside here. And here's Vinicius. And the shot! And it's been taken short. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And it's Guimaraes. They get a throw in. Rafinha. En-Nesyri. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played out to the right. Danilo. Oh, it's played into the area. They've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Hakimi. Nine. And here's En-Nesyri! And he's there to get it away. Tries to get it clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Alexandro swings in across, well read, and the danger is averted. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. Gets it away. And it's Guimaraes. Nice physical challenge. Danilo does really well to win the ball there. Moved on forwards. Rodrigo, always onto this. Rafinha, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Unahi. Alexandro. Marquinhos. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rafinha. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Rodrigo. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's very neat. Unahi. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Danilo, who's set up one goal so far. Rafinha. That's rather hopeful. That was superb goalkeeping.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's played forward. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, nicely intercepted. Unahi looks to the other side. Hakimi. Unahi, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Danilo. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Rafinha looking understandably energised after his goal. Lovely bit of skill. And here's for Vinicius Junior! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Amrabat. Unahi receives it in a good position here. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Danilo. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. There's the shot! Nesiri. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Alexandro. Brazil, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Plenty to aim at here. Shot a goal! Moved on forwards. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Out to the right. Oh, that's nice. Brilliantly cut out. Amrabat. Amrabat, forwards and with intent. Amrabat. That's tidy. Cross goes in there. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bruno Guimaraes. And he goes cross-field. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. Aguirre. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Amrabat. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rodrigo. Danilo. Rodrigo. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Amrabat did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Diaz. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Alexandro. Alexandro. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Amrabat. Unahi. Amrabat chooses to go cross-field. Hakimi. Amrabat. Showing good feet. Spread out to the left. Marquinhos gets it away. Danilo shifted upfield. That's a nicely shaped ball. That is a brilliant interception. Throw it. Oh, that's neat. And it's Alexandro. Does really well to win the ball there. No question, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And it's played into the middle. Brahim Diaz. Aguirre. Brahim Diaz. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Alexandro. Rafinha. striking inaccuracy.
Rafinha clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him.
Unahi. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri is fouled. He's trying the shot. Amrabat hangs one in.
Morocco clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Gabriel. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Played back in, and here's Rodrigo.
Rodrigo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Hakimi. And here's En-Nesyri.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Great chance! And again, they run up against stubborn defending. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Rafinha goes short. Time to deliver. Swings it across. And that's been repelled.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's a good ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hakimi charging forward down that flank. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Danilo. Rodrigo. And it's Danilo. Clearly not happy with that. It's run loose here. That's a shot! Herring after the ball here. Amrabat. Aguirre. Amrabat. Rodrigo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Marquinhos. Rafinha. Alexandro. Brahim Diaz going full steam down the flank. And here's En-Nesyri. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Amrabat showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo played out towards the right wing. And he just climbs up big! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Unahi. Amrabat. Unahi. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. And the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo. Alexandro. Great defending, strong and determined. Aguirre. Almost an hour gone. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Danilo. Rodrigo. Aim forwards. And here's Vinicius Junior. The pass is intercepted. Aguirre. Aguirre, gently done. And it's Alexandro. That's a good run down the left. Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers. Out to the left it goes. Very nicely done. Unahi. Played into the middle.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rafinha. Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Proves too strong. Morocco keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Bruno Guimaraes, aim forwards. Rafinha, over to the left. Alexander, oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite get enough on that.
Rafinha brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Moved on forwards. Hakimi. Unahi. And it's Amrabat. Oh, sweet feet. That is lovely. Spread out to the left. Oh, nice touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Does really well to win the ball there. Enesiri. Out to the left it goes. Amrabat. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. Lovely feet. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Here's a corner. And he's well positioned here. And can he finish it? And they can't read. That'll be a throw. And it's Amrabat. Now it's Endesiri. Unahi, spread out to the left. Looking for a decent ball in. Marquinhos attempts a clearance. The referee's awarded a free kick. Nesiri, Amrabat. Hakimi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Guimaraes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's been slipped through. Rafinha, cross in, looks a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And it's played forward. Amrabat. And he's on a charge. Unahi. Knocks it out wide. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Unahi shifted upfield. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Rodrigo. And it's Diaz. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. Rafinha, he can run onto that. Cuts out the pass. Unahi. Amrabat. That's a nice ball. Unahi. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That's really well manoeuvred. Played through for the wide man. That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. He's had a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Amrabat. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Unahi. Now here's the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Surely a foul, free kick. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. Morocco are back in business. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's played forward. And here's En-Nesyri. And that's been won straight back. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi drives forward on the overlap. Morocco being made to look sloppy in possession here. Brahim Diaz.
Morocco clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, it's come loose.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Alexandro delivers. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Guimaraes. Aimed in towards the centre. Rafinha plays it short. Alexandro tries a cross. Rafinha goes short. That's very neat. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo played out to the left flank. Alexandro delivers.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Aguirre. Morocco going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Gabriel. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. They're playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Guimaraes. Lobbed in behind, and he's picked it up out wide.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Unai. Amrabat. They'll have one final crack at it. Amrabat.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. Brazil cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Alexandro. Rafinha. There's the delivery.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Alexandro hangs in a cross. He's dealt with that well. Tries to get it clear. It really is now or never. They need a goal, however it... Rodrigo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rodrigo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Guimaraes. Alexandro, in into the middle. Clears it away. Brazil cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. He is just caressing the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Marquinhos. Alexandro forwards and with intent. Final seconds, this has to be it. Bruno Guimaraes. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Oh, nice touch. Rodrigo. And the shot! Fantastic from Rodrigo! Late in the day, this could well be it! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Brazil take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for enough.
Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Brahim Diaz, and it's Hakimi. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that's a good ball. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Danilo. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. I think we're just about done here. Marquinhos, Bruno Guimaraes, Rafinha, Bruno claims it without any fuss. Brahim Diaz, Aguirre.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Morocco cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Brazil can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that.